here, they have a hair. That's my problem, because the other black people, where I came from, they have no hair. So the black people here, the hair is not a problem.
You got hair, so you got a problem with it.
No.
Why you got a problem with it if you got hair?
Because
see,
you're natural.
No, you worried about the little things, my brother. My people out here killing each other left and right. My people out here doing drugs. My people is at the bottom. And all you can talk, all you want to sit here and talk to me about is hair, brother, you got your priorities messed up. Our people got to come up out of the dunghill that we've been in for the last 400 or 500 years. But what does that take? That takes for you to turn the light switch on.
Right.
It takes for you. How we gonna flip it around? By keeping the commandments, right? You can do whatever you want. You can come as you are. You can smoke weed. You can have a girlfriend. You can do all of these things. But when you read the scripture,
I like the way you think.
Exactly. They contradict themselves in everything. That's my point. And what I'm saying is, without you saying that you don't like the Christians, you live like them because they do nothing that God say. They do nothing that God say. Watch this. Read on.
For verily I say unto you.
He said, for seriously, verily means seriously. You my brother, I can be serious with you. I would expect you to be serious with me. I'm telling you seriously. Come on.
Till heaven and earth pass.
He's still standing on earth. The heavens are still up in the sky. It said until heaven and earth pass.
One jot.
One comma.
Or one tittle.
Or one period.
Shall in no wise pass from the law.
You know what that means? That means we still got to be moral to each other. That means we still got to live like the scripture tells us to live because we still standing on earth. We can still see the heavens up there. And we cannot be hypocrites about it. Where were you going? I don't want that shit. Go back. Read it.
Till all be fulfilled.
Until all be fulfilled. Everything has been fulfilled. The Israelites have been burned in captivity. We haven't, our enemy hasn't been destroyed before us. Come on.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
Look at us out here. We're breaking the least commandments. And how hard is it for a sister to cover her? It's not hard at all. How hard is it for a man to keep a beard on his face? It's not hard at all. These are all natural things.
No. Why is the black people here, they have a hair? That's my problem. Because the other black people, where I came from, they have no hair. So the black people here, the hair is not a problem.
You got hair. So you got a problem with it.
No.
Why you got a problem with it if you got hair?
Because
see,
you're natural.
No, you worried about the little things, my brother. My people out here killing each other left and right. My people out here doing drugs. My people is at the bottom. And all you can talk, all you want to sit here and talk to me about is hair, brother, you got your priorities messed up. Our people got to come up out of the dunghill that we've been in for the last 400 or 500 years, bro. How do we come out of that? How do we out here, and this is supposed to be the Black Joy Parade, right? But I guarantee you 99.9% of the black people that's here, they're going to leave here and go right back into misery. Why? Because we don't understand who we are. We don't understand our purpose. We don't understand love your neighbor as you love yourself. Rico is my neighbor. What's your name, Rico? Kenyatta is my neighbor. I gotta learn how to treat y'all like my brother. Y'all is my people. I'm not worried about everybody. I'm worried about y'all. Why? Because through them dividing us and conquering us, that's why black-on-black crime is happening. That's why single-parent households is happening. This is why our kids is growing up effeminate. Our boys is growing up effeminate, and our girls is growing up masculine. What you got, Kenyatta? What you got, brother? America is a corporation. It is a corporation. It's not a civilization. It's not a civilization. It's something that was stolen from your brothers. Right. America was stolen from your brothers, and then it was built on the back of us. This is our land. This is our people's land. But while we deaf, dumb, and blind to the fact of who we are and what we're supposed to do, they always gonna reign over us. Give me Judah chapter 5. I'm gonna show you something they know about us that we don't. Judah 5. And give me 19 to 20. Judah 5:19. Read that.
Judah chapter 5, verse
This
19.
is an account in the scriptures where two other nations came together and had a conversation about the Israelites. Watch what they say and watch what they know. Read.
But now are they returned to their God.
Start up at 17.
Verse 17.
Come on.
And whilst they sin not before their God,
The conversation is us. They said, when we didn't sin before our God,
they prospered.
we prospered in everything. We prospered in agriculture. We prospered in business. We prospered in everything that we put our hands to. Why? Because we stuck together as a people. Read.
Because the God that hated iniquity
Because the God that hated the people that goes against them,
was with them.
he was with us. That's why we prospered in everything. We kept the commandments to a T. We prospered. King Solomon, the 80 years with King Solomon and King David, when we ruled the world, ruled the world perfectly under God's commandments. Read.
But when they departed,
But when we departed from God, when we departed from being brothers, when we departed from loving one another,
They were destroyed in many battles.
we just got destroyed on every battle. The mental battle, the physical battle, the emotional battle, every battle that you can think of. Look at Oakland right now.
Bring it out.
Oakland at one point in time was a revolutionary city.
That's right.
They put drugs and guns in the community, divided everybody, and we were destroyed.
Right.
Read.
And were led captive.
And we were what?
Led
And
captive
after they divided us and conquered us, they took us as captives, as slaves,
into a land that was not there.
which was here. Yes, this is the land of our brothers.
That's
but when
right.
we got here as a people, it was already a stolen land. It was a land that we didn't know, and we were forced to be captives in this land for the last 400 or 500 years. Come on.
And the temple of their God
And the temple of our God,
was cast to the ground.
they cast all of our cultures to the ground. Because the one true living God in this book, that's our culture. His commandments is our culture.
Right.
His commandments teaches us how to be moral towards each other.
Right.
How to love one another.
Right.
How to truly have black joy.
Right.
We ain't got no black joy out here.
Right.
This stuff all of this stuff that they're allowing us to do right now is destroying our people.
That's right.
They smoking weed on every corner.
Right.
It's destroying us.
Right.
We got boyfriends and girlfriends all over the place.
Right.
That's destroying us.
Right.
Read.
And their cities
In our cities,
were taken by thy enemies.
our
That's
cities
right.
were taken by the enemies.
Right.
Jerusalem, who dwells there right now? It ain't us.
Right.
It was stolen.
Right.
The Americas, we not dwelling here, and the rulers of this place, it was stolen.
Right.
They dwell in our cities. Why? Because we departed from our God.
Right.
Read.
But
Right.
now they returned to their
He
God.
said, but now they're going to return to their God. And when we return to our God, then everything can turn right side up again.
That's
Now you the ruler of the earth again.
Right.
Now,
right.
but what does that take? That takes for you to turn the light switch on.
Right.
It takes for you. And how we gonna flip it around? By keeping the commandments.
Right.
Read.
And are come up from the places they were scattered,
Come on, and we're gonna come up from the places we were scattered. Read.
and have possessed Jerusalem,
And we in future tense, we're going to possess Jerusalem again.
Right.
Yeah. Where their sanctuary is.
Wow,
Right.
what is?
Where their sanctuary is.
Come on.
And are seated in the hill country.
Come on.
For it was desolate. For therefore, my Lord and Governor.
Here we go, right here. Here go the point. Because remember, what they're trying to do is avoid us from being the hill country again.
Right.
They're trying to avoid us from being the city of Jerusalem again.
Right,
They're trying to avoid us from being the kings of the earth again.
Right.
Because that's what we truly are.
Right.
That's what we were born to do.
Bring it out.
That is our pedigree.
Right.
It's royalty that runs through your pedigree.
Right.
Read.
If there be any error in this
He
peace,
said, if there be any error in this people,
and they sin against their God,
then we sin against our God. So
Right,
what are
teacher.
they doing to us? They're forcing, they're subconsciously making you sin against your God.
Yes, right.
Every time you put the vape up to your lips, you sinning against your God.
Right.
Every time you put another tattoo on your body, you sinning against your God.
Right.
Every time you put the weed in your lungs, you sinning against your God.
Right.
You know what? You want to know what the crazy thing is? illegal. You can do those things and not get in trouble for it here. But God said, but they understand that they must put you against your God in order to keep you at the bottom. Read.
Let us consider.
It said, let us consider this thing.
That this should be their ruin.
Wait, what's going to be their ruin? Jump up a line or two and read it again.
But now that they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and scattered in the hill country,
Read.
For it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people,
What is the error?
that they sin against their God.
The error is that we sin against our God.
Let us,
Wait. Let that pass. Let that pass. I'm not about to go against. I'm not about to try to that. Come on.
and they sin against their God.
The error is that we sinned against our God.
Right.
Why can't they know that we don't?
Let us consider
Let us consider if they sin against their God,
that this shall be their ruin.
that is going to allow them to ruin
Yes,
themselves,
right.
which is going to allow us to keep our foot on their necks, on their backs, and on their chests. We can teach their children now.
Right.
If we keep them going against their God, they'll never know that they're the kings of the earth.
Right.
But we keep them going against their God, they will never get the earth back.
Right.
They gonna always have the earth.
Right.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome
You
them.
see that? It said, let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Bring it out.
We got destroyed because we stepped away from brotherly love.
Right.
We got destroyed because we stepped away from brotherly kindness.
Right.
We got destroyed because we stepped away from God's law, statutes, and
Bring it
commandments.
out.
We got destroyed. Hey, sisters, do y'all believe that we are destroying people? We are destroyed.
Right.
It's like when bro asked you, he said, what do you think that's destroying our people?
We destroying ourselves. Why? Because we're not keeping God's commandments.
Bring it out.
We destroying ourselves because these little ass boys won't step up and lead these women how they supposed to be led.
Right.
Read,
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6.
please.
My people are destroyed.
Oh, but God said it himself out of his mouth. He
Right.
said, we are destroyed.
Right.
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
We are destroyed because we lack the common knowledge of loving one another.
Bring it out.
We are destroyed because, again, all these little ass boys don't know how to command a woman.
Right.
Don't know how to lead and control their own spirit.
Right.
That's why we destroy.
Bring it out.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Why? Because we have rejected this knowledge. We reject the knowledge of a man. Put your beard on. We reject the knowledge of sister, cover up your body. We reject that small knowledge.
Right.
Come on.
I will also reject thee.
And this is why we getting rejected. This is why our majority in the black and Hispanic community, we growing up with just mothers. We're growing up with just grandparents. We're growing up with just fathers. Instead of having stability in the house, it's always leaning like this.
Right.
Or it's always leaning like that.
Right.
Why? Because we reject the knowledge of God. Look at us. We ain't no priest to God right now.
Bring it out.
We walking around here smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk, thinking we having joy on February 23rd at the Black Joy Parade. There ain't no joy out here.
Bring it out.
A lot of y'all about to go back to a broken home.
Bring it out.
That's no joy.
Right.
A lot of us about to go back to being single mothers.
Right.
That's no joy. Being single fathers, that's no joy. The love and joy of the scriptures is being able to love one another as ourselves.
Right.
Read.
See, thou hast forgotten the law
Look, seeing that you forgot God's law, you forgot God's knowledge.
of thy God.
Come on.
I will also forget thy children.
You see that? Generational curses, bro. He said because we forget it. You know why he say he's gonna read it again about the children?
For thou hast seen that forgotten the law
He said, seeing that you forgot my law,
of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
why did he say he's gonna also forget our children? Because the messed up ways that you learned, you're gonna teach it to your kids. And now your kids is disrespecting God just like you disrespecting God.
Your kids seeing growing up, which came from us in the beginning.
Right.
The sin of kids and sin is what we're bringing out to them, and they're going to do it because why? They've seen it all their life.
And therefore, it's getting them what? Rejected by
like
God.
I tell people, 2 seconds.
Yes, I want to hear you, Rico. I want to hear you.
I tell people still to this day, bro, I smoke weed. I smoke cigarettes or whatever the fuck it is because why? I saw my people that came up before me, the people that I looked up to, smoke that shit, do that shit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we can say what we're not gonna do when we get older, but at the end of the day, bro, we watching
what you see,
bro. It's
what you see.
It's repetition, bro.
Right, but you see what you see. We just read that they breathe that. And they make sin legal, so you stay in that mindset. And not just you, but your children stay in that mindset. Because they know if they put you in that mindset, and then you put your children in that mindset, that they're going to always be able to oppress us. They're always going to be able to oppress us if you don't. So when we going to wake up? Knowing this knowledge. Knowing this knowledge. Rico, you got brothers out here that's ready to fight for y'all, bro.
That's right.
We ready to fight for y'all.
That's right.
You should be over here ready, fighting for these people.
Right.
Because they're not fighting for themselves, because they don't know which way is up.
Right.
They don't know which way is up. They think sex is you're supposed to do sex recreationally.
Right.
You're not supposed to be having sex recreationally. Give me Hebrews 13:4.
Bring it up.
Give me Hebrews 13:4. This is wrong with our community.
Right.
What's wrong with our community? That men don't know how to lead and be men, and you women don't know how to follow.
Read out.
Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all.
What God say?
Marriage is honorable in all.
Not boyfriend and girlfriend, not baby mama and baby daddy. Marriage. Why? Because at the root of every community, what makes it strong is a marriage between a strong man and a strong woman.
Right.
Our communities is out of whack because everybody baby mama.
Right.
Everybody is baby daddies. Right. This is why we so weak.
Right.
I got 2 baby mamas.
Every nation outside of the black and Hispanic nation understands that. How you think they can come together? They come from China, 30, 40 people. They live in one house. They think they're monopolizing the whole block. Why? Because they understand their worth and value.
I always say,
What's your name?
Red,
Right?
Tree,
Right.
They come out here and have everything.
Don't worry about it, y'all
never
good.
had. Everything we always want.
But why? Because they stick together. They stick together. We don't stick together. We're the crabs in the barrel.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.